Isaac Walter Rooks II, and a lot of people think I'm senior, but my daddy was Isaac too, so I'm the second, and Sonny is the third. People ask me my application, what do? I don't fish, I don't hunt, none of those things. I said, talking is mine, and writing. I was a graduate of Councill High School. As a matter of fact, I started in the first grade and went all the way through to the 12th grade, and graduated in 1946. And my wife, Nancy, is also a graduate of Councill High School. And her brother, Dr. Carl Palmer, is a graduate of Councill High School. The last graduating class there. He was valedictorian of his class. I got a job at Councill as a teacher. And the first job at Councill as a teacher was a 7th grade class. That's before I got into high school, 7th grade class. I walked into that 7th grade class, and I never shall forget it. This is vivid as if it were yesterday. 7th grade class had 70 children in it. 70 students in the class. I looked at it then, I said, I may have made a mistake in my mind. I said, I may have made a mistake. I said, now about the best I'm going to be able to do is keep these kids from mauling each other, that many. But I established a rapport then. I even carried my my saxophone over there a couple of times. It showed them some different things, you know, show them that I'm who I am. I carry my saxophone over there and blow a little bit, and we have everybody in the class had to have a program in chapel. So I made up a program, wrote it out myself, and kids all enjoyed it. Next year I was promoted, I guess you could call it promotion, I'm not sure it was, to the high school where I taught social studies. And I eventually had a homeroom class, of course, and when they graduated, we had the prom and all this stuff that you go through with the graduating class there. And so after that, after I left Councill, other programs started to filter into the school system. And from that point on, when I went back to teach at Councill, as I was saying earlier on when we were just talking here, teachers were there who were there when I was a teacher. When I was a student who was still there, the teachers were still there. It was the most difficult thing for me to call them by their first names. I couldn't do it. Because in those days, not like it is today, we respected and worshiped our teachers, you know. Right. And they would always be Miss Finn, Miss Gandy, and Miss Swope. I'm throwing out some names here of teachers. Miss Swope, I remember her because she helped me through college, and that's a sort of a twist there. And the twist is, when I went to college, it was $20 a quarter, and it was 3 of us in there, me and my sister, 2 sisters, and we didn't have it. I didn't have any books, didn't have the right kind of clothes to wear. But I found if I would get through those classes, I need to know how to take notes. Miss Swope taught me how to take notes, and that's what got me through the Councill, got me through high school, to college. Good notes. So when I got ready to study for a test, I wouldn't go back to the book. I'd go back to my notes, you know, and get it out of there. You know? But the teachers there, they felt for you. I mean, we were part, like I said, all in there for 12 years, and we were part, and teachers knew about you, they knew your family, they knew your background, they knew all your idiosyncrasies, anything that was about you, they knew it, because they'd pass it on from one to the other. First grade teachers to the second to third, eventually. And in the chapel, we used to go to chapel every day then, and strange thing is, you started back here in the first grade, and when you got to the 12th grade, you were in the first row on next to the stage. That was the end of the line right there, and you worked to get to that line. But what was tough though on promotion day, I'm going all out of promotion day. Every class would come in there, and teacher would stand up and read the names of those who passed and those who didn't pass. You talking about a hot time that was. Good gracious, sweating like I don't know what. Oh boy, it's Councill High School football field. There's a story behind the story. When I was in Councill as a student, the city dump, and I'm talking about the trash pile for the city, was right next to the school. As I said before, on a hot summer day when the smoke was blowing and the dead dogs were steaming up and would come in there, it was rough. And I had to come across that because I came down the railroad walking down from Home Street. I'd come through the trash pile. I know several times my shoes caught on fire coming through the trash pile. But God bless somebody who eventually said, this trash pile shouldn't be this close to the school, you know. And they moved it somewhere else. They moved the trash pile. And when they moved the trash pile, we wanted somewhere to play. You asked me early on in this exercise, you know, where they played, and I couldn't give you an explicit answer there because I couldn't name the place, but I know that it wasn't there. But then after they got there, a group of people in the community said, let's get our own stadium. So we got together, you know, raised money, and you could go over there at that field now, and you could see some things, some remnants of the trash pile still left. You know, an old piece of iron stuck in the ground, something like that. But they made a football field out of it, and put lights out there, and that's where the Tigers. And I say on a cold winter day, even now, you can hear the Tigers coming out from under that, over there, in that same spot. Although now, where the football field once was, is the library. That's a transition from a trash pile to a football field to a library. That's a sort of I never thought of it like that myself. Population of the city was about 16,000. We knew where everybody lived, and you could come up on the street on Sunday, up on Church Street, which was the main street for us then. That's where the movie show was. That's where the Sugar Bowl was, the little cafes and things like that, and see almost everybody. And you knew all of the black people lived down in what they call the Grove. Now, why they call it the Grove is beyond my comprehension. I don't know how it got that name. And then there's a place they called Georgia. You know, they had another name down there for that. But we lived on the west side. Most blacks on the west side, and the rest down on that south side of town now. But that were those houses. There were houses where buildings are now, and sometimes I can't figure out what was that at one time. You know. I know there was a swimming pool right there, going up what street was that. Can't remember the street now, but the swimming pool, and it was fenced in because we couldn't get in there. It was for the other people, you know. But it was small communities, and the mom and pop stores are still, you know, there. Where you go to the store, and you know we'd go down to Tuminellas around the corner there, and buy 2 cents a bag of crackling. You know, I think about, you know, we have so much more than we had then, but we were happy then. You know, which goes to the thing that physical stuff, materialistic stuff, does not permeate happiness. It's internal.